Secret reports of theft in the archives to Gustadov.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sikris.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book, penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance, if she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Her secret orders who had scouts the Tellior domain was fluky.
Benedict asked me to scout out Tellior and where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed. But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
A missive arrives at Whitehorn Castle informing Thalos and the others of the outcome of Erica's negotiations with Hyacinth.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyacinth refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyacinth would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalos. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General of Lore. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
What does imputed mean?
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Laura. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustudolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, they lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this, for my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General of Laura.
How sweet. The party decides how to use the new weapon gifted to them by Hyzant.
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huette scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back, and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict, then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it. No matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Tellior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship. It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate?
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Tellior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships, and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy? Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
Time to go earn me some money.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Stay composed. I'll keep on then.
Time to work.
My turn.
Time to take flight.
Come at me! Look to my shield!
Oh shoot. One of it failed.
Let me heal your wounds.
Your wounds are...
Thank you. Let me show you what I've learned.
I shall try my level best. All for victory.
Thank you.
I will end this.
Delightful. That victory is within reach. Victory is within reach.
My turn. Did you see that?
The flames consume you.
That hit the mark.
You're open. Here I come. Yeah!
This can't be!
Cool heads shall
Oh,
prevail.
that was close.
Here,
That's the stuff.
my growth is plain to see.
I shall try my level best. You were overconfident.
You won't beat me! I'll be your shield! I've done it now!
I will end this.
Allow me.
Try this.
My turn.
It's wide open!
I fight for peace. Flames, heed my call. The hunt is on. battle is ours. Victory is ours.
Let me heal your wounds.
Oh, that woke up that guy.
I will end this.
Oops.
I see a path to victory. This must work.
I'll take you on! Come and get me! Me too! Charge!
I will end this. Stay right there!
Money. I'm gonna fight that battle one more time so I can have more money.
I see a path to victory. Stay composed.
That'll do!
Time to work.
I won't lose!
The hunt is on.
You won't beat me!
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
This will help.
I fight for peace.
Oh? You didn't move up?
Let us pry out their weakness.
Alright, I forgot to send him up.
All for victory.
Delightful!
I will end this.
Delightful!
That sounds strike. Victory is within reach.
For victory! This is it! Brace yourself!
The flames consume you!
This ends here!
The hunt is on. Take that!
I'll take you on! Come and get me! Nice me too!
Shall we begin?
My spoils. I am sad.
I shall try my level best. Your
luck has run out. Time to work. This is the end.
I won't lose! Take that! Yes!
Let me show you what I've learned.
Flames, heed my call!
Unite under the Warforged banner!
Wonderful. Here I come.
try.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
Thank you. Come at me! You'll have to get through me!
Your orders?
I see a path to victory.
I won't lose!
The hunt is on.
I'll make this quick.
I will end this. Let me heal your wounds.
Let us try out their weakness.
I fight for peace. Rain, heed my call!
Money. No one's gonna miss a single recovery pellet. I need more money. Lots of it.
Serenoa.
Ah, yes?
Good point. I have chosen.
Nice.
Aye, lad. Consider this. Tough spot we're in.
I think I screwed up.
Say. Certainly. A hard choice.
My lord. Quite true.
Yes, sir. Certainly. I must hear what the others think.
Okay, time to vote.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I believe in you.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
I agree.
I changed my mind.
I'm with you.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We collapse the bridge and trap the enemy within the castle, keeping the common folk safe from the worst of the fighting.
You will safeguard the people, drive the enemy into the castle, and negotiate. You have chosen a righteous path, Wolfwood. But do you really think negotiations will prevail? Such sympathy may be your downfall.
Even so, this is the path we have chosen.
Then walk tall. It is time to test your mettle. I must return to Hyzant and see Minister Kamsel. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Sereno. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard-bearer to guide them.
A standard-bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
That laugh was creepy.
House Wolfort and Hyzant join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Frederica proposes they destroy the bridge linking the castle to the rest of the capital, isolating the enemy and forcing them to parley. Though it may draw out the conflict, it is well worth it if they can avoid causing suffering to the people. Serenoa and the others agree to the plan. In support of House Wolfort, Hyzant's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
Born of strife and sadness.
The Hyzantian forces should be arriving any moment, Frederica.
Well then, let us make them welcome.
My lady, are you certain this is the path you desire? We are to battle against your people, against Dallas and Erica.
I am keenly aware of that.
Of course you are. But simply understanding a thing doesn't mean you are ready to face it. A single second's hesitation on the battlefield could cost you your life.
Worry not. I shall prevail against any who stand against me. Even my siblings.
To try and save them?
No. To save myself. And to save House Wolford.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camsell, and myself have brought what troops we could muster.
I'm grateful for your assistance.
It was an arduous journey. Is there anywhere the soldiers could rest?
We've prepared barracks at the harbor. Please use them freely.
You do think of everything.
Hyzant has not mobilized a force so large since the Salt Iron War. Yet I hear you intend to settle this not by battle, but by parley. The Holy One will not agree to any half-hearted measures.
The pressures of a large army on the capital's threshold is part of our plan. Come inside and I will explain the rest.
Laura prepares for battle upon hearing the Allied forces march for Glenbrook. However,
General, House Wolford and Hyzant have joined forces. There are indications their armies intend to march upon the capital.
Which direction will they come from?
We cannot yet be certain.
Close the city gates and rally the garrisons. I want the way to the castle completely blockaded.
And we ought to consider their attack from the river. House Wolford knows very well how difficult this castle is to take. I doubt they think to capture it with a direct assault.
Indeed. Byzantian soldiers are used to desert conditions. Doubtful they'd be keen to engage us in a marine battle. Though acting on that assumption and sending all our troops to defend the land route does leave a vulnerability the enemy could exploit. Send a party to scout along the riverbanks, then have them report to the harbor and ready our ship.
Yes, General.
Why beat around the bush? We have the soldiers, we should strike and end them.
It's best to avoid open battle. With the capital and Whiteholm under our control, we have the advantage.
All that tells me is you're frightened of Wolford.
There is no enemy safe not to fear. A leader's hubris is the death of her soldiers.
Frederica is attacking us. What does it matter how many soldiers die? I command you to kill Frederica, Avlora.
Personal grudges have no place in the battlefield.
Silence! Gustadolf entrusted us with the castle's protection in his absence. Noble as frosty blood flows through our veins. How dare you order us about?
You do well to remember what you are, Flora. A simple orphan who doesn't even know her true name.
Yet it is this simple orphan in charge of our army. Insult me all you like. I will not allow open battle.
Obstinate woman. No matter. The reinforcements our brother sent are under our command.
I shall lead soldiers into the capital myself and crush Wolford's forces when they arrive.
Is this the Esfrost I am to defend?
General of Laura.
The group sets Frederica's plan to destroy the bridge into motion.
My spies have ascertained the situation at the capital. The bulk of the enemy is holed up in Whiteholm Castle. Right now, they don't seem to be very active.
And what of the common folk?
Their daily lives progress apace. It seems the enemy has yet to notice our movements.
Perfect conditions to execute Lady Frederica's plan. If the people are at ease, we should be able to seize the capital without resorting to all-out battle.
Thank goodness.
Then let's review the plan. First, my retinue shall take a small vessel to Whiteholm Castle and destroy the bridge.
Are you certain you want to go by yourselves? We can lend you some soldiers.
The fewer of us there are, the less likely we are to be spotted. We'll manage. We'll have the blast crystal.
Oh yes, a bridge like that'll come falling down pretty easy.
The explosion will be your signal to march into the capital and keep the people calm.
Without using force, yes. I shall impress upon my soldiers they are not to act rashly.
Thank you, Minister.
As for you, Minister Camsell, we'd like you to take command of the naval forces to blockade the castle.
Very well. I can't say I'm much experienced in marine warfare, but I'll do my best.
Destroy the bridge, capture the town, blockade the river, isolate the enemy in the castle, and turn that impregnable fortress into their prison.
Once they're trapped, they'll have no choice but to parley with us and release their stranglehold on Glenbrook.
We'll see.
I hope you're right. A word of caution before we begin. Prince Roland, you are aware they will likely use Queen Cordelia as leverage when the time for parley comes? But no matter what pressure they apply, we cannot allow them to break us. Should the worst come to pass.
I understand. I do not expect the fight to regain control of our kingdom to be painless.
Good. We have our plan. Now we must act upon it.
Then we shall depart at once. Until we meet again in the capital.
Farewell, and good luck to us all.
Erica, Thalis, I cannot put off fighting them any longer.
The eve of Frederica and Sereno's engagement.
My, you're certainly calm for someone about to be sold off in the morrow. Sold off? You would compare my marriage into House Wolffort to trading coin for flesh? Why, I am to be a beacon of allyship, a bridge between our two lands.
Yes, yes. So tell me, dear, how do you plan on seducing the Wolffort boy? Wait, let me guess. You'll use the same charms your mother did on our father.
Oh, enough cajoling, Erica. You're apt to make her cry. And Frederica, you know you don't have to take such abuse in silence, don't you? In any case, you seem to be under the impression that you've been entrusted with some crucial task. That couldn't be further from the truth. This is only to get you out of the way, same as your mother. You're no use to anyone in Esfrost.
But you already know that, don't you?
Well, every happiness to you, dear sister.
The world I knew before was so very limited. No matter what awful thing happened to me, I believed I could do nothing but suffer in silence. But staying quiet in the face of injustice is tantamount to condoning it. I needed to stand up and fight for myself. Becoming part of House Wolffort was the best thing to ever happen to me. Erica, Thalis, I'm done running.
In the dead of night, a small ship slips silently into Whiteholm Castle.
Wait, the ship is floating away from the castle. Come back. Oh. A new boat has arrived. That must be it. Never mind.
Aboard are none other than the elite Wolffoot fighters, led by Serenoa himself.
Serenoa and the others search for a place to plant the blast crystal.
All right, it's time.
Where should we set the blast crystal, Milo?
Right around the middle of the bridge would be perfect. The wood will splinter apart quite nicely. Plus, any repairs we'll need to make later will be easy.
In the middle it is. We'll search for a suitable spot. In the meantime, Milo, you ready the blast crystal.
With pleasure.
So, liberty and utility choices then.
The time for you to awaken is nigh, my patient little Elfric. Just give me the command.
All right, then let's...
Wolfort? When did you get here?
Thalys! Oh, I am so glad we didn't leave this to Avlora.
Uh-oh, we're surrounded.
I am shocked, Frederica, to find you sneaking around like a common thief.
Erica.
They've got us surrounded.
I'm nervous. I had a very hard time with this battle on my first playthrough. Now I have to relive it all over again. The party finds themselves surrounded by Thalys and Erica's forces. Frederica steels herself for battle.
There's nowhere left to run, dear Frederica.
That's where you're mistaken. There is always a path forward.
Oh, I tire of your bravado. How about this? Kneel to me, and I shall forgive you. Get on your hands and knees and beg for my mercy. Go on. I said beg.
I will not.
What?
Obeying unjust orders is cowardice, and silence is acquiescence.
What are you muttering about?
Do not speak to me. I will cower to your whims no longer.
Well, well, you finally learned how to stand up for yourself. Right before you die.
Kill them. Every last one.
Decimate the enemy forces.
Understood. May we return home unharmed.
Why this guy? Okay, there's no one up there.
Understood. The battle begins.
There is no retreat, and there is only one way forward. Strike down every Asfrosti soldier in our way.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Whatever it takes. I can do it! Thank you. I'm here to help. The flames consume you. What?
Time to work. Shadows conceal me.
The stench of...
I might as well enjoy this. Pay attention.
I won't lose! It ends here!
Shall we dance? You won't know up from down.
%54%. No, that's too low.
Light as a butterfly. You are so naive.
Here I come.
I need to take out that pikeman as soon as possible.
This ends now!
Use this!
House Wolford is doomed. That's what you get for mixing with the dirty Roselle. You ought to thank me for putting you and your beloved both out of your misery.
Your tyranny ends today. Any who dare disparage Frederica will have to answer to me.
I shall try my level best. This must work.
Me too! I've been waiting for this! I'll be your shield!
Whatever it takes. I will do what I can.
Thank you.
Shall we begin?
This is what I do.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
I'll do my utmost. This one's for me. I will end this.
Darn, out of range.
Stay right there. For a better world.
Ah, the stench of battle. Come now!
On the Esfrost nail of my sight.
Your orders?
Please. Fleeing.
Try this.
Charge! You don't stand a chance.
Time to take flight.
Let's play.
Take this!
My lord! Curses! Perish.
This is troubling. Now.
Count on me. We're counting on you. I fight for peace. Flames, heed my call!
My item.
I'll take it from here. An honor and a privilege to serve.
Slaughter is such sweet fun.
You won't beat me!
This isn't good.
One and all.
Thank you.
On the S-Frost name,
I will end this.
Oh, can she not do anything anymore?
This is the
We're
end.
not done here!
For my family, I suppose.
Come now!
I might as well enjoy this.
My turn.
Let's not distract the enemy.
This battle is ours.
I will fight to my last breath.
Count on me. Here you
My
go.
thanks.
Unite under the Wolford banner!
I can do it!
There is no mercy on the battlefield. All for victory.
Thank you.
Choices.
Whatever it takes.
I will end this. With the powers in me. Frederica, your existence sullies the Frosty bloodline, but it will be pure again as soon as I have killed you.
Say what you will. I am proud of the blood that runs through my veins. I have found people who love me for who I am. No longer will I let you or anyone else make me afraid.
Marrying into House Wolfort certainly gave you an inflated opinion of yourself, Frederica. But you were nothing but filth, descended from a long line of filth. I will drag you off that high horse and make you remember.
Threaten me all you like. I am no longer so easily cowed.
I've been waiting for this! You'll have to get through me!
I shall do what I can. Make the most of this.
I can do it!
Time to work.
Me too! Look at me learning.
For my family.
Charge!
Oh.
This is where you fall! No!
I'll do my utmost.
What does this even do?
Here you go.
Splendid. Time to take action. You've got this!
I can do it!
Curses!
Choices.
Die already!
He's swept away.
The hunt is on.
If I must.
Oh!
Let us pry out their weakness. All for victory.
I fight for peace.
Yikes, they're coming.
My turn.
I'll take you on!
Let me heal your wounds. Be at ease.
My thanks. For victory!
If I must.
The stench
I'll do
of
my
that.
utmost. May all your wounds be healed.
I'm just getting started.
Curses!
Alright, screw it. They're coming.
That hit the mark for my kith and kin.
Your orders? You won't escape. Shadows conceal me.
Time to take action.
I fight for peace.
This battle is ours.
My arrow flies true.
game.
Nice.
The show must go on.
Now! I've never felt better.
I see a path to victory. This should do.
We'll get him yet.
For the future of House Wolford.
Something must be come now!
You won't beat me! Come and get me!
Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are
This will help.
On the Esfrost name.
For victory! Huh! My lance strikes true! For my kingdom!
I'll do my utmost. Here you
My
go.
thanks.
I'm here to help.
Me too!
Strike while the iron's hot. You've made me angry. Perfect!
Perish!
Oof. That book hits hard.
Consume you.
Here I come.
Curses! We're not done here!
On the Esfrost name.
She's in prison
To victory.
for being a bad girl.
All for
I shall
victory.
do my best!
Shall we dance?
Shall we begin? Be at ease.
I owe ya. You won't beat me! Come and get me!
Darn.
Sound strike.
Just die already!
Uh-oh.
Victory is within
Why
reach.
don't
I won't lose! It ends here!
Something must be done.
Whatever it takes. Ha! That certainly worked.
On the Esfrost name.
Finish him.
Flames, heed my call.
Curses!
Brother,
Good for nothing, little brother. You always make me do all the work.
I'm not done yet.
The hunt is on.
Shall we dance?
If I must.
I see a path to victory. This should do.
How gracious.
Time to work.
For the greater good.
Cool heads shall prevail. This is what I do.
My thanks.
My growth is plain to see.
My turn.
I've been waiting for this. Push on through.
I might as well enjoy this.
Unite under the Wolford banner!
Aye, I'll keep on then.
Time to take action.
Can I hit her from down here? No, I cannot.
Shall we dance?
Take this! The hunt is on.
Focus.
Lend me your wings, Floogie!
How hot!
Time to work.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. All for
I can
victory.
do it! For the greater good.
If I must.
My turn.
I shall do what I can.
My hero.
Your wounds are
You have my gratitude.
Come at me!
I'll take it from here.
I will end this.
Let's play. How's this?
Here I come.
Are you kidding me? She's out of range.
If I must.
I'll do my utmost.
Let us try out their weakness.
My turn.
I will end this.
I shall do what I can. Be at ease.
My thanks.
I might as well enjoy this.
Oh darn.
Take action.
Splendid.
You went back down.
I'll take you on! You'll have to get through me!
I will end this.
Curses!
Everyone gang up on her.
Ha! Just die already!
This battle is ours.
Ha! Ha! Let's play. You won't know up from down. How's this?
Whatever it takes.
I won't lose!
Yeah! Have another!
I see a path to victory. All for
I
victory.
can do it.
Time to work.
That's how cute. That's how cute.
For life.
You've done it now!
Let me heal your wounds. This is what I do.
Much obliged.
I'll take it from here.
Count on me.
I'll take you on!
Let's give the final blow to Federica.
The flames consume you. Oh no! It hurts. It hurts. No, I don't want to die. We will make our ideals reality.
Very nice.
Farewell, Erica. Alice.
Frederica.
This isn't over yet. We must fell the bridge before reinforcements arrive.
Benedict's right.
As you command. Now then, little Elfric, it's showtime.
What a beautiful sight that bridge made coming down. You've outdone yourself, House Wolfort.
I'm flattered. The capital?
It is ours. No fighting, no bloodshed, and no civilian casualties so far.
Thank you, Minister.
Now, all we have to contend with is Whiteholm Castle itself.
What of the river blockade?
Minister Cancel is progressing apace. It's taking slightly longer than anticipated, but should be under control soon.
So we succeeded in trapping Avlor and the others. But we still need to determine how to destroy them.
There's no need to fight anymore. We'll send an envoy to negotiate a ceasefire.
But will they agree to that? A complete reforming of broken diplomatic ties, bloodless surrender. These are not easy conditions to agree to.
True, which is why success ultimately depends on who we send as our envoy.
I shall go. This was my idea in the first place.
Do not shoulder this burden so rashly. We must consider carefully who to send. All of us. Together.
Serenoa.
Very well. I shall leave the decision in your hands.
I would like to ascertain the state of things at the castle before negotiations begin. It is to our advantage to know how many soldiers there are and what their morale is.
Agreed. Huette, can you scout for us from the skies?
But of course. I shall return with the information post-haste.
Serenoa faces the Esfrosti army led by Thalas and Erica upon Whiteholm Bridge and emerges victorious. They use the Elfric to destroy the bridge and succeed in isolating the enemy within Whiteholm Castle. Meanwhile, the Byzantian army led by Minister Exhan arrives in the city. They begin to wrest control of Glenbrook away from the Esfrosti forces while safeguarding the people. Everything goes according to House Wolfort's plan. All that remains is to negotiate terms of surrender with General of Laura.
Chapter 14, Part 1 for you, my heart.
General of Laura fled with Queen Cordelia beside her.
Yes. I saw them board one of the warships in the harbor.
I thought the surrounding waters were being blockaded by Minister Camso.
Some of his ships were encircled by the enemy. The general used that opening to escape.
Esfrost's expertise with ships far eclipses our own. She exploited the sole weakness in our plan.
But she knew when to cut her losses and did it without thinking twice. I can respect that.
This is no time to be impressed. We have to go after them. Prepare a boat.
Wait. Our aim was to take back Glenbrook. With General Avlora gone, we can easily claim control over Whiteholm Castle.
You're suggesting we just abandon Cordelia?
No. Simply that there is an order to these things.
Then I'll go by myself.
You won't. Without you, our fight loses its purpose.
My sister was kidnapped. Avlora ruined my family.
Be patient, Your Highness.
Serenoa, I'm going. Don't try to stop me.
Let us give chase. Ironclad Esfrosti ships are slow. If we leave now, we can still catch them.
Frederica.
We mustn't be hasty.
Queen Cordelia is yet another victim of Gustadolf. We must save her. I do not want to regret not going after her.
Benedict, Roland is indeed our cause for this war. But once the war ends and people find out we abandoned the Queen, their faith in him will be lost.
Will it now?
Let us go to Queen Cordelia's aid. It is part of our fight as well.
Thank you, my friend.
The young lord's grown up to be a fine man, Benedict. Let's do what he asks.
Very well.
It's that resentment. for the encampment. Sarah, Noah, and the others board a boat and give chase, eventually catching up to Avlora.
We've got you now as Frosty Curse. And we'll be taking Cordelia back with us.
So we've been caught. Prepare for a fight.
My lord, if you use the pulley, we can board their ship. But only one person can cross at a time. Careful not to get left there alone.
Indeed. We must look before we leave. We won't be able to return with the pulley, given the differing heights of our vessels.
Understood. We will save the Queen. We must.
As you wish.
So we just need to defeat General Avlora, huh?
They cannot escape us on the water. We can use the pulley to board their ship, then strike General of Laura down.
Hawk Riders! Fell any who draw near! Do not let them aboard!
Cease your struggling, Avlora. This is where you breathe your last.
So the Dawn Spear still lives after all. But not for long!
I see a path to victory. Stay composed.
That'll do!
I will crush you!
I will end this.
My turn.
Choices, choices. Think you can catch me?
The hunt is on. From this range, this battle is won.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Whatever it takes. Ow!
Where did I go wrong?
You won't beat me!
Time to take action.
Ouch!
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are
I
healed.
can keep fighting.
Good try.
Let me show you what I've learned.
My turn.
I see a path to victory. Stay composed.
Splendid.
Time to work.
Shadows conceal me.
My turn. My lance strikes true.
My turn.
For the greater good.
Yeah! What have we here? From where shall we strike? Wait your turn. Whatever it takes. You've made me angry. An honor and a privilege to serve.
You won't beat me!
This battle is ours. Victory is ours. My pride is my shield.
You've done it now!
I fight for peace.
Let me heal your wounds.
Be at ease.
Much appreciated.
I shall try my level best. It is time to strike.
My turn.
Another! Look at me learning.
Allow victory in
Don't
reach.
it? Charge!
This is where you fall!
I'll do my utmost. I needed that.
I will crush you.
I think she's coming.
Whatever it takes.
Come at me! Come and get me!
Here I come. Yeah! Victory is ours!
Too obvious.
I shall try my level best. Stay composed.
You have my thanks.
For the future of House Wolford.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Are you kidding me?
You've done it now!
Your orders?
You're wide open!
This is the end.
Wide open!
Let me heal your wounds.
Your wounds are
This will be of great use.
Face me if you dare. Try as you might, you will never take Queen Cordelia from me.
Come, Evlora. Let's settle this once and for all. Do not falter. This is our chance to strike down their general.
Take this! Count on me. Here you go.
Close.
Here you go.
Defeat is not an option. My turn.
That's embarrassing.
Strike while the iron's hot.
My turn. You'll be nothing but a blood stain upon my blade.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
My turn. I'll take you on!
Oh, she's immune to fury. Dang.
Come and get me!
Here I come. Lend me your wings, Ruby!
Go now! Leave not a single Wolford cur alive!
Damn it! There were more in hiding.
Your orders?
I struck
strike.
true.
This is
My
sound strike.
stratagem is superior.
General Evlora, please release Queen Cordelia. I know you are wise enough to see she is no more than a pawn of Gustadolf.
I cannot hand her over. House Wolfort will treat her no differently than the Archduke.
I swear to you, we won't.
You are one of them now, Frederica. Do not expect me to hold back.
General Evlora, let me show you what I've learned.
Let me heal your wounds. Fear not, for I am by your side.
Whatever it takes. I pray this helps.
You won't beat me! You'll have to get through me! I've done it now!
Fool!
General Evlora, hand over Queen Cordelia. We won't forgive you for taking her prisoner.
And leave her to be a puppet in your hands? You're no better than the Archduke. I am a general of Esfrost, and Queen Cordelia's sword. I shall not fall here. I will crush you! Yeah!
You've done it now! This can't be!
Aim for the general! Hold nothing back!
Evlora, prepare to die.
Come, Wolfort! I shall grant you all a swift end!
I won't lose! Out of my way! Forward!
Finally.
Unite under the Wolford
You have my
banner!
thanks.
Whatever it takes. Defeat is not an option.
I shall try my level best. Stay composed.
Ready for more!
I will end this.
It's for life.
You won't catch me. Face me if you dare!
I will end this. Stay right there!
You won't beat me! You'll have to get through me!
Done it now!
Time to take flight. Out!
You've done it now!
Whatever it takes. Here you go. Keep fighting. I'm here to help.
Cool heads shall prevail. Allow me. My growth is plain to see.
For victory! You don't stand a chance! I shirk from no danger!
For the honor of House Wolfort.
For my kith and kin. Strike while the iron's hot. Let's do this! I shall do my best!
Let us pry out their weakness. All for victory.
I can do it.
Time to work.
Now! Leave it to me!
Stronger than you looked.
No!
This battle is ours. This ends now!
Die already!
Frederica's in danger.
Cyrano?
I'll take you on! Come and get me! Me too! Look at me learning. Oh, done it now!
Whatever it takes. Here
My
you go.
apologies.
You will not get if I must
Glenbrook
destroy myself.
in your hands.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
Forward!
I'll make this quick.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. This must work.
Time to work.
Allow me! You've left yourself open. Time to take action. Let's do this!
You have my thanks.
Not me too! Yeah!
The hunt is on. This ends now!
I have failed you.
Nice win.
We have taken your ship. It ends here, Avlora.
I am sorry, my queen.
Sudden rain.
Being overtaken by these traitors and failing to protect you is my life's greatest failure.
General of Laura.
You dare call us traitors? You invaded Glenbrook under the premise of peace.
If not traitors, then how about Hyzantian dogs?
Every dog has its day, and this one shall be mine.
Please stop, Maxwell.
Stand back, Cordelia.
You're not Maxwell.
Sudden thunder.
What?
There's no mistaking it. Roland!
I see now. Oh, how I wish I could tell Gustadolf.
Stop, Roland!
I am sorry for all the pain I have caused you, Cordelia. But I will free you from this villain by my own hand.
No, Roland! General of Laura is...
Oh no.
Cordelia! Why?
General of Laura protected me.
Oh, is she going to die?
Queen Cordelia!
Ran of Laura.
Your Majesty, forgive me.
Find her. She won't get far with those wounds.
Queen Cordelia! Gila, she needs a healer.
Cordelia? Cordelia!
I am overtaken by sadness. What a tragic scene.
The Frosty general takes Cordelia and flees on a warship, but Wolffort gives chase, and Avlora throws herself into the Norzelia River. Some of the remaining Frosty soldiers fight tooth and nail to keep their hold on the city, but are eventually bested by the Hyzantian army. Though Glenbrook has taken more damage than anticipated, her people are safe, and House Wolffort breathes a sigh of relief to see their plan fulfilled.
While the crown city has been reclaimed, Cordelia suffers grave injuries from shooting of Laura.
It looks like she's overcome the worst of it. Once she wakes up, she should be fine.
Thank you, Minister Lila. She would not have made it without you.
Glenbrook was our ally during the fight against Esfrost. You need not thank me, Prince. My apologies. I suppose I should call you King Roland now.
No. My enthronement has yet to be announced.
I see. I shall take my leave.
Thank goodness. But why, Cordelia? Why did you shield our enemy?
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolffort, Esfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the Crown City. Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it, this news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Norzelia itself. By routing Esfrost's forces and leaving the city unscathed, House Wolfort displays their martial prowess and their loyalty to their liege. The prince becomes king, and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Esfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
What kind of sort? Glory shall find you.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes.
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
As am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzant have arrived.
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Esfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Elfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Esfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolfort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzant has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzant are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Very well. I hope to meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzant's aid to crush Esfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzant without Esfrost's might. And once Esfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzant from tightening their grip?
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzant's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my forebears. I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. Only after that work is done should we look without.
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlora?
She fell into the Norzelia River and has not been seen since.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
They died, fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces? Really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was wrong to think that Hyzant would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolford any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
A purple explosion was seen when the bridge to Castle Whiteholm collapsed.
That bridge has weathered the elements for untold generations. We mustn't allow Hyzant to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Esfrosti rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime. Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
Bannersworth.
There you are, Your Majesty.
Huette.
Pray, do not sound so dismal, now that we have retaken Whiteholm Castle. You are Glenbrook's rightful king. We've an entire kingdom to rebuild out of the ruins of war. Patriot and the others have been demanding utmost haste.
I understand that, I do. But... oh, Cordelia. If I should lose you too, I
know you have suffered many hardships, but pray, do not let yourself succumb to despair. Me, our comrades, your people, all of us are eagerly awaiting the era of peace our new king will bring.
King, eh? My father never once let his emotions overcome him. Not even the day my mother died. I had every intention of following his stoic example, but...
Majesty, I bring word from the infirmary.
Is it Cordelia? Pray tell me she's all right.
She is indeed recovering apace, Your Majesty.
Oh, thank the stars.
It seems she has something to discuss with you all, if you will hear her out.
Of course. Tell her we'll speak in the garden, but only if it will not tax her over much.
Yes, sire.
Huette, fetch Serenoa and the rest. Tell them to come to the garden as soon as they are able.
'Twould be my pleasure.
What is it? You're smiling.
It's only... I thought it would be some time yet before I saw you look so at ease. I'll return shortly with the others.
Cordelia, you've returned to me after so long, but slow and steady is the path to recovery. Yes, there is no rush. So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Esfrost in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzant next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific, but the Goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Esfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the Death Snell is ready.
What is this Death Snell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalos claimed it is powerful enough to break through the Goddess's shield.
To think Esfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolfort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their Saintly Seven now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzant as well.
Cordelia? Apologies. A brief spell of dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
Whoa, what happened
We
here?
got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzant and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's returned. Esfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life depending on their ability, instead of their birthright.
Just as in Esfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriot, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
There he is. Speaking of whom?
Distinguished members of House Wolford, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolford's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Esfrost. But the people have had their fill of war. And I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
Character stories.
All right, lads and lasses, lay down your arms. Let your bruises remind you of the lessons learned today.
Ah, what fortuitous timing.
Sudden Sheila is sudden.
I still owe you for the drinks from the other evening. I wondered if I might treat you tonight.
Apologies, lass, but I've got places to be. Perhaps another time.
You seemed troubled by something. Perhaps I'm overthinking it.
Let us end our day's work here.
It is early, is it not? Is something amiss?
No, nothing at all. Just my attention is required elsewhere for a time.
Elsewhere? Curious.
Ouch.
How many have you had?
Not enough. Just one for you, I take it.
Yes.
Went by in a flash. Can you believe it's been 30 years?
The time has escaped us. The memory of that day, however, I doubt ever will.
The memory of what? 30 years ago during the Salt Iron War.
Thrice damned, can't move. Always thought I'd meet my end with a beautiful lass by my side.
You have many days ahead of you yet, Eredor. We will see you returned home.
Don't try to run, you curs! Leave me be. I'll just slow you down. It was my cursed pride that got us into this. Only I should suffer for it. We don't all need to die today.
Even in the face of death, you refuse to set aside your foolish pride. I followed you into this hell of my own will, and I will see you delivered from it.
You fool! Charge!
Come and die. Yeah!
Yeah.
That would have been it for us, had Lord Simon not met their charge in time.
Aye, and the only punishment for my pride were these aches that keep me awake at night.
We hungered for glory all those years ago, without a care for how it would serve us later on.
A couple of would-be heroes, who couldn't be convinced they weren't invincible.
Yet here we are, drinking, to celebrate the end of that war. I do not wish to reminisce upon the past. A toast that I may never again repeat the mistakes of my youth. But before that...
Yeah?
You have served House Wolford well, Eredor. That said, I've a feeling we'll need your sturdy shield even more going forward.
You need me to lead a charge? I'm your man. I'll leave anything fancier than that to you. For House Wolford!
For House Wolford.
What a cute bromance.
There are more who accepted Esfrost's rule than I imagined.
Glenbrook's history is long. Yet, that is why hierarchy and precedent hold sway. This is a stubborn land, my lady, not given to easy change. Though Archduke Gustadolf, acting in the name of freedom, granted privilege after privilege to the powerful. For people used to Glenbrook's rigid customs, I suppose that sort of change must have been too seductive to resist.
Perhaps. But his freedom was not but greed and cruelty.
Lady Frederica, I've been searching everywhere for you.
A Wolfort messenger! Did you run all this way? What's happened?
My lady, I hail from Castle Wolford, bearing tidings of Lord Simon.
Has he awakened?
He has. He is in high spirits and recovering well, and he is most pleased to hear of the capital's recapture. He bids you visit Castle Wolford so he can honor you himself.
Oh, I must bring these glad tidings to Serenoa at once. How long it has been since I've seen him smile.
There is one more bit of news I have for you, my lady, but it is not so happy.
Is there some sort of trouble in the Wolfort domain?
Bandits are laying waste to the Rosellan village. To our shame, Castle Wolfort does not have enough soldiers to stop this. We would beg Lord Serenoa's wisdom in this matter.
The enemy must be powerful indeed. We cannot leave the Rosellan village defenseless.
Let us inform the others. Messenger, with us.
Well, well. Things are about to get interesting.
The coronation ceremony. Certainly there are more important matters to focus on right now.
A coronation is important to assuage the people's fears and restore their faith. Besides which, it is the Royalists' most fervent wish. A kingdom is only truly as strong as people believe it to be. And right now the world believes Glenbrook weak. The ceremony will be a display to the contrary.
Is this truly the remedy our situation calls for? Right now, I imagine the people care only for where their next hot meal will come from.
Rest assured, sire, House Wolford will see your subjects shan't go hungry. But trust me when I say nothing will hasten Glenbrook's return to her former glory so much as announcing the return of Regna's rightful heir. To win your subjects' hearts, you need do nothing but ascend to your position upon the throne.
You mean sit my royal backside on a fancy chair?
In a manner of speaking. A king's duty is first and foremost serving as his kingdom's symbol. You needn't trouble yourself with day-to-day governance. We will assume that burden. After all, you have only just been crowned.
There will be no ceremony. The people will tell us what they need, and you will listen to them, Patriot. That is my command.
As you wish, King Roland.
How fare things, Huette? Have the relief supplies been given to those who need it?
Well, we had received a sizable shipment of goods from Hyzant, but there are complaints. It seems very few of those goods have made it into the hands of the people.
And why is that?
We aren't certain, though apparently Patriot and the Royalists involve themselves with the distribution.
Damn those Royalists! We cannot be left to their own devices.
House Wolfort and Minister Exham's forces have reclaimed the Crown City. And not only that, they have dealt a heavy blow to the Esfrosti forces in killing Thalas and other commanding officers.
We couldn't have hoped for a better outcome.
Oh, to see Gustadolf's face when he hears the news. Now he'll have no choice but to come crawling to us on hands and knees, begging for salt. Though, this could be our chance to crush the duchy once and for all.
Just because they're licking their wounds does not make them easy prey. They still have their iron, after all.
Ha! Iron. We can get iron. All we need do is make Glenbrook hand over the Grand Norzellian mines to us. A paltry
Sorry about that.
Price to pay for our bountiful aid in their restoration of the Crown City.
The Grand Norzelian Mines. The spark that lit the flame of Esfrost's aggression. But why go through the trouble to seize an iron source when they have all the iron they could ever need? I should have Milo look into the matter.
Minister Idor?
Well, regardless, we control the salt. I say we bide our time until Esfrost admits they are defeated. Besides, Glenbrook seeks our aid in their reconstruction efforts, do they not?
Yes. King Roland and Minister Serenoa have both asked for help, and sent reports detailing the extent of the damage to the Crown City.
Send forth a veritable bounty. To Minister Serenoa of the Saintly Seven, that is.
Ah, yes. A show of the goddess's grace to the people, and as a wedge to drive between him and the king.
Esfrost, Glenbrook. They will both be ours before long.
Thank you all for helping to determine the extent of the damage to the capital. This information will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction. There is also happy word from Castle Wolfort. My Lord Father is awake. They say he is recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellan village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, surely.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least. And I would ask for Wolfort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the 3 courses of action before us. 1. Return to Castle Wolfort as my Lord Father requests. 2. Defend the Rosellan village from bandits. Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolfort has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events. I would go to Castle Wolfort, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
My heart breaks for the Rosellan village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
I cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolfort soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me. But I am not as weak now as I was then. I am stronger, enough that I shall bring no dishonor to House Wolfort's name. My lord, have faith in me. Let me do this.
Very well.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and I each attend to these pressing matters. Separately.
Indeed, but the rest of us cannot be in 3 places at once. We can only choose one path to take. Bring the scales of conviction.
Should I bring the scales everywhere they go? Where are we going? Oh, to the garden. Seems like the cat is no longer here.
Listen, lad. And further.
Lord Saranoa. Certainly. Ah, yes?
I don't know. I require some time to think.
Okay.
It is time to cast our votes. We have 3 options before us. Return to the Wolfort domain, depart to the Rosellan village, or stay in the capital. Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I agree wholeheartedly.
You have my vote.
I have faith in you.
You won me over.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We return to the Wolfort domain with Benedict, and inform Father that we have reclaimed the capital. I must return to the Wolfort domain, to my father's side.
Lord Simon will be most pleased to see you, I am certain.
Of course. Fulfill your duty to your father. I shall see to things in the capital.
And I shall attend to the Rosellan village. Please give Lord Simo my best.
Oh, Lord Serenoa, you are returning home? What perfect timing. I was thinking of heading to the Wolfort domain myself. Might I accompany you?
Milo, how'd you sneak into the castle?
Oh, let's just say I have my ways. You might find the companionship of such a capable woman a boon on the road.
I know not what her aims are, my lord, but I do know she will be easier to watch by your side.
Indeed. All right, Milo, you may come. But you'll be put to work for the household. Understood?
Of course, my lord.
Then this is farewell for now. King Roland, Frederica, until our reunion in the capital.
With the capital once more under their control, the members of House Wolfort disperse to the various corners of the domain. Roland, for his part, works to rid the Crown City of his political enemies. Frederica repairs to the Rosellan village. Serenoa, Benedict, and the others, meanwhile, make a triumphant return to Castle Wolfort, where Lord Simon eagerly awaits their arrival.
In our pass part.
The young rulers have returned.
You're back! You're back! You made it!
Show some respect, lad. They've driven Esfrost from our lands and brought the kingdom back from the brink. And one of them is no less than one of Hyzant's saintly 7.
Dare I say, an achievement greater than Lord Simon ending the Salt Iron War. Fills me with pride enough to think I'd done it myself.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lord. King? I didn't mean it.
You've done nothing wrong. Address me as you please. I thank you one and all for your efforts in seeing us through to victory.
Oh, you are too gracious, my lord.
As is the Hierophant, who saw fit to bless us with a boatload of salt. And all thanks to you, Lord Serenoa.
The Hierophant, you say?
Wow! That's amazing!
Isn't it just? Bold is the nation that besmirches House Wolfort's honor now.
I reckon not even the king himself would speak ill of us now.
Course not. It was this lad what made that mask-wearing coward of a prince the king.
All hail House Wolfort.
All hail Mr. Lord.
Serenoa is truly a man of the people.
And he's got the might to defend him. He's earned their trust.
And so he may as well be king. I must say I do appreciate a powerful man. Perhaps I should cast my lot in with the future rather than the past.
The cowardly prince they refer to is King Roland, no doubt.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
I pray that's all it is. Hyzant's overtures are most bold. They mean to lure us in.
Svarog receives a summons from Gustadov, however.
Lord Svarog, you've been summoned to the capital with regard to the death snow. How long do you intend to defy the Archduke's orders?
I've no time for his trifling inquiries, now that Glenbrook has been wrested from our hold. I fear an assault on the duchy is imminent. We must fortify Twins Gate.
Such an order would be mine to give, not yours.
Begone! I was a fool to think you could protect the duchy's lands.
The Archduke shall render his judge...
Damn his judgment, and everything it has wrought! Leaving that fool Thalis in charge of Glenbrook brought this upon us.
I shall pass your words on to him, then.
See that you do, messenger boy. And let him know that if he wishes for me to follow his orders, he will speak the truth, and nothing but.
Oh, the Saintly Seven praises House Wolford for their glorious victory. They know they must be ever vigilant.
Once proud Esfrost has been laid low, and Prince Roland installed as King of Glenbrook. Perhaps now they understand how powerful we are.
There is yet more good news. We have coaxed enough power from the Elfric to power the automaton.
Oh, have the spoils of war ever been so great?
A question House Wolfort no doubt asks themselves. Are you not troubled by their gains? The people of Glenbrook rally around their newly returned hero as we speak. I fear we have unwittingly created an enemy to rival Esfrost, or worse.
Which is precisely why I have sent Milo to watch their every move. We shall be informed of any plots against us in due course.
And you are content to trust this, Milo?
What does it matter if I trust her? The goddess shall render final judgment to any and all traitors.
Be they spies, or one of the Saintly Seven.
Indeed. May we never live to witness such a tragedy.
Serenoa returns triumphant to Warfort and makes for his father's chambers to see him at once.
How fares my father?
He is most lucid, my lord, though asleep at the moment. I fear the malady has sapped much of his strength.
I see.
It's not all doom and gloom, though. Word of your recent exploits lifted his spirits considerably. He cannot wait to hold a feast and praise you before the entire house.
Ha! May he forget he said that upon waking.
You should accept the honor with grace, my lord. He is your father, after all.
I would gladly accept, of course. Even hearing secondhand that he takes pride in my efforts threatens to swell my head.
That evening,
the young lord has reclaimed Glenbrook, Lady Destra. He fought as valiantly as Simone or Regna. Would you were here to witness it.
Forgive me, Benedict.
No, forgive me, Lord Serenoa. I shall take my leave.
Nonsense. You are the reason I stand here today, and I would tell Mother that myself. I bid you stay.
How very gracious of you. I owe much to Lord Simone and Lady Destra. They filled my life with purpose. They left you in my charge. But you have already demonstrated your power for all the realm to see. You now walk on your own 2 feet. I have no doubt you can lead Norzelia into a glorious new era of peace and prosperity, with King Roland by your side.
Speak frankly, Benedict. What is it you wish to say?
I have done all I can for you, Lord Serenoa. I will resign following the evening's festivities. Anna shall take my place if it pleases you.
You would leave me unmoored at a time like this?
I know the time is not ideal, but your father is not long for this world. I would repay my debt to him by caring for him in his final days. After that, I shall stand watch over their eternal resting place and regale them with tales of your great deeds.
I see there shall be no swaying you. My gratitude for you flows like the mighty Norzelia River. Even so, I would ask for a moment more to make up my mind.
Understood. Then let us return to the castle and prepare for the evening's feast.
A banquet is held to celebrate Serenoa's recent victory, and one of the guests is eager to speak with him.
This is quite the gathering.
Each and every one of them eager to get to know you better to advance their own ends. Be on your guard.
I shouldn't think that would be necessary. Father has gathered those he trusts most to lend me their aid, and for that I am grateful. Whatever the case, we mustn't keep them waiting.
I thank you kindly for the invitation, Lord Serenoa. Or shall I address you as Glenbrook's savior?
Ha! You needn't go that far. No.
I disagree. Your accomplishments speak for themselves. Power becomes you. It makes you alluring to people such as myself. Pray, let me accompany you for the evening and beyond.
I shall need a moment to consider your most gracious offer.
It's a thing of beauty when they grow up. Hey, Benedict?
It is, and yet it can leave one feeling strangely bereft.
Aye, well, that's fatherhood for you.
Why so silent? Is that Patriot? Up there on the second floor? I just need one utility option. sacrifice money. Let us continue the story.
Lord Simon lives!
Haven't seen him in ages. He looks well. Thank the stars.
Let me take your hand.
I can manage on my own, my boy. I've not felt this good in some time. But I shall want you by my side the rest of the evening, that I may hear of your exploits in full.
Nothing would make me happier, Father.
I thank you all for gathering to celebrate with me House Wolfort's victory. Against all odds, my son and his stalwart allies have reclaimed the Kingdom of Glenbrook. I felt a great weight lifted from my shoulders as I watched him grow into a worthy heir. I dare say I've never been so proud. Permit me the indulgence of offering a toast to my son, my pride and...
sudden betrayal.
Hannah!
Huh?
Father!
Assassins.
King. Simon is attacked by an assassin and chaos ensues. Sarah, Noah, Milo, and the others work together to protect him. Next stream. Thank you all for watching.